Impulse, passion, moments. She skates, she shoots, she scores. Lights, camera, action. Memorable moments are derived from passions, each varying from individual to individual. I love to compete, and sports have been an outlet for me throughout my life. I played soccer, hockey, tennis, softball, and lacrosse, until I came to Brooks, where I had to choose just 3 to focus in on. I chose soccer, hockey, and tennis. I've had some of the best moments of my life on the field, ice, and court. Anyone who plays a sport knows the pure bliss of scoring a goal or contributing to a team's success. There's a wonderful feeling that comes with being a part of something larger than yourself. I'm the person I am today because of the countless teams I've been a part of and all of the friendships I've been lucky enough to make along the way. It was an impulse, a split-second decision that made the people, all part of a team, decide to try and play that sport one day. And now they share a passion, bringing them together, creating moments and memories. My second passion is in the arts, specifically acting, filmmaking, and music. I'm intrigued at the endless opportunities that the movie industry holds, because there are truly no boundaries when it comes to your imagination. I often find myself editing videos for hours when it seems like 5 minutes, or in the music center, attempting to teach myself the piano. I write poetry and have countless pages of unfinished song lyrics in a journal in my room. Sometimes it's just a thought, an impulse that sparks an idea that I must write down. And I'll act on these ideas, and that's where the moments are created. It's been a family tradition since before I can remember, that whenever it's somebody's birthday, the birthday boy or girl gets to choose where we go out to dinner. I look forward to these dinners. With my siblings and I all 5 years apart, as we grow up, family time is limited. When we order our drinks, I always go first, because my little sister has to get exactly what I get, all the way down to the extra cherries on my Shirley Temple. We gather around and all order our food. Afterwards, everyone in the family must go around and say their favorite memory of the birthday boy or girl's year. This past year, on June 18th, was my 17th birthday. And as tradition goes, my older brother Marcus, little sister Ava, mom, and dad all went around and told their favorite memories. My dad said he wanted to go first, so we all sat around eager to hear what he was going to say. He went on blabbing. He couldn't believe his little daughter was finally 17. At last, he says, "My favorite memory of you this year was your New England Championship ice hockey game." Oh no. Second overtime, don't say it, when you hit the inside crossbar. Dad, why do you have to bring that up? He goes on to ignore my frustration as he repeats that the whole stadium thought it went in, and if the goalie moved just a little bit back, it would have hit her and went in. He went on to explain that my unfortunate situation hitting the crossbar was not his favorite memory, but it was the fact that he got to watch his daughter, who he coached and shared his passion of ice hockey with, play in a New England Championship game. My father is the reason why I play ice hockey. He played through his childhood and college, and he wanted his kids to experience the game. I can't thank him enough. Hockey is and will always be an extremely important part of my life. And even though this is my last season ever playing, the character I've built and the memories I've made will live on in me forever. Next up, Marcus. My brother and I, even though we are 5 years apart, are best friends. He is a person who I know will always be there for me, no matter what. Honestly, when you think about it, how many people can you really say that about? We have so many notable memories every year that it's almost impossible just to choose one. He decided to choose a memory from a family trip to Spain. He had been spending a semester abroad, and we decided to visit him halfway through his trip. He traveled with us to Sevilla, Spain for the weekend, and after a night out to dinner, my parents and sister were exhausted from the day's activities and went to bed. Marcus and I decided we weren't done exploring Sevilla for the night, and we went for a walk that turned into a 3-hour conversation I'll never forget. I had to make an important decision during that time, involving Brooks. I wasn't sure if it was where I wanted to spend my senior year of high school. I frankly missed my friends and my family back home, and as my dreams of going to college in California became a possible reality, I realized that I'll never spend another full year with my family in Marblehead again. I was terribly conflicted. My brother and I sat outside of a random 24-hour pub, ordered sodas, and talked about my predicament. We sat and talked, got up and walked. He listened as I let out my emotions and thoughts. Whenever we discussed my leaving Brooks, I felt like I would be leaving a life I had made for myself there, and that scared me. I wanted the best of both worlds, but as the conversation continued, I realized that was an impossible request. We explored Sevilla until I made a decision, and he's the reason I'm standing in front of you all today. This was truly a night I'll never forget. So Marcus, I can't thank you enough for the advice you gave me. You opened my eyes to what's important and guided me to seeing the right decision clearly. Now, it's my mom's turn. Tears are shed as she starts with some baby story, something about how I was completely bald, so she had to dress me in all pink all the time so people knew I was a girl. Her favorite memory was of an audition I had that past summer. I was in a room with over 30 teenage girls and their moms, and the director asked if any of us knew how to sing. Basically, everyone put their hand up, but many people were hesitant since this was not an audition that required singing. For some reason, the director called on me and asked me to come to the front of the room and sing. I was frazzled, uncomfortable, and confused. I asked, "What do you want me to sing?" He said, "Anything." I walked to the front of the room, shaking from my feet to my hands, accompanied by over 30 Regina George-level death stares, into painful, painful silence. I just looked at my mom and sung. I pretended I was in my kitchen on a summer Sunday morning, belting a song, cooking my family my famous poached eggs. I blocked the director and everyone auditioning out, just as I did to my family when they would scream at me to shut up on those beautiful Sunday mornings. For some reason that I still don't understand, the first song that came to mind was Put Your Records On by the one-hit wonder, Corinne Bailey Rae. So I just went with it. My mom said that was her favorite memory, not because I got cast in the documentary, but because she saw me overcome a truly terrifying situation. She said she had never been more proud than in that moment, when she saw me jump out of my comfort zone. An impulse decision to attend the audition, because of my passions for the arts, created a moment for my mom and I that we'll never forget. Last but not least is little Avie. Usually Ava brings up some god-awful embarrassing moment that tops all other embarrassing moments that I endured that year. She remembers all of them. Some things she usually says is, remember when you fell down the stairs? Or when you forgot what year it was? Oh yeah, and when you ran into a cactus that one time. I expected nothing but that from Ava that year, but that wasn't the case. Ava said her favorite memory was when she watched me sing in the winter concert. I was taken back. I didn't know that it affected her that much. My mom told me Ava wouldn't stop talking about my performance, but to put it in front of exploiting my embarrassing moments at the dinner table, wow. Again, by sharing my passions, I was able to create a moment for Ava. She saw her older sister sing, and suddenly, it was something she wanted to try. When I came home last week, she showed me our audition for her school's chorus, and I was so excited to hear she was trying out. It was then that I realized that I had an impact on her decision to try out. Expressing yourself positively impacts the people around you and can make a significant difference in their lives. Just as my father shared his passions of hockey with me, I was able to introduce singing to Ava. And if it wasn't for my brother, I wouldn't be here today, sharing with you all why my passions are so important to me and why your passions should be equally as important to you. Whether it's telling a funny story at lunch to make someone's day a bit brighter, or singing on stage to inspire someone else out in the audience to do the same. We should not hesitate to follow what might excite us, because we all have multiple talents and interests, whether we know them now or don't. These memories that we create are what make us who we are. Think about it. Everyone in this chapel has chosen Brooks for a multitude of reasons, but it's because of our love for Brooks that triggers us all to be here, and the memories and friendships we create are a result of that. At the end of the day, the strongest feeling that can be recollected is a memory, and a memory is a combination of moments. As I begin to close this 4-year chapter of my life at Brooks, I intend to move on in pursuit of the arts, where I will collaborate with people who share the same passions as I. New friendships and memories will be created, but I will never lose touch with my past, because my past is what has made me who I am. Not only do your passions impact your happiness, but they impact the people around you, just as mine did with my family. I know that my passions will continue to change, to evolve, to grow, and I can't wait to see who they connect me with next. Thank you.